am going to be looking at a couple things because I am curious to see if there's anything that's changed. So I'm going to hit the gear. Uh, Automatic chat translation. That's what I thought. It's only when you're live. So I'm going to leave this on. So this is something that's new. I'm taking some screenshots. So not only do you have your chat filter, which I'm going to put to all messages now. Now you have the option for auto chat translator. I think this is cool, but it's only on the streamer side. I would like some on the viewer side, just saying, for moderators at least, because the stuff that is not said in English sometimes is horrible. But I'm going to post these pictures later because I have to go to work. But YouTube now has auto translator set up. It's on by default. So I'm going to look in the settings if there's a way to like disable that. Some people don't like it. But now as the host, we could have YouTube/Google attempt to translate. And I do use the word lightly, attempt to translate. So we'll see how that goes. There's a few other things on the screen I ain't gonna mess with. So, all right. It's cold. Tuesday morning, 6:43 a.m. I am showing 36 degrees in the Fahrenheit. But we haven't started driving yet, so that could change. Made my coffee, even though it says Dunkin' Donuts, I made it. I just like to reuse the container a few times. It's easier to travel with this. Yes, Daniel, I see you. Yes, it's gonna be a long day, and hello. So, it's gonna be a long day at the office, and hopefully the only day at the office this week. That's normal schedule. So car is warm, even though I don't need it. I like to set up the GPS because, you know, why not? So I'm gonna go into my company phone, and I am gonna set up the GPS for the office. Where are we? Right here. I'm gonna probably be very early, but that's fine. Start. So we have about a 50-minute drive. Let's see how things go. And like I said, this chat translator for the host is new. I'm gonna have to let everyone know, and it kind of explains why some, I'm not gonna name names, you know who you are, didn't even realize that the chat was being translated. I was able to read all the goofy stuff other people were saying, which I think is good because it justifies what some of the mods are doing that the hosts do not understand, because some of the mods, like myself, are using translators, and I will blame Google for its poor translation when I hide you. If you say something, it doesn't translate properly. I'm just saying. It's Google's fault, not mine. All right, so we's on the road. Vamanowski. Gas prices dropped a little bit again, so we had $2.99. Last time I gassed up, it was even cheaper. That's why I'm trying to put more than a few bucks. But, you know, gas is ridiculous. Like right now it's $2.99. It's Monday. By Friday, it'll be over $3. Literally like 320 something. It's crazy. Crazy. Oi, eyes. The eyes are watching you. The Green Air Care. HVAC service and air duct cleaning. Yeah, you got the cat eyes on you. They're watching you. They're watching you. Dude, yeah. At this point, honestly, it's not worth getting upset about it. Just keep in mind, especially with host, because mods are different. You know this. Okay, you know this. Mods are different. They're either going to listen to the host or they're not going to listen to the host. I'm one that I don't listen to the host. I'm going to do what I feel is best for the channel. And, you know, when you have the host themselves, because I'm assuming you mean the host themselves, block you, just got to let it go. Try to figure out what you did and try not to do it again. There's so many rooms, and, you know, little by little, if you continue to do whatever it is that's triggering the host themselves to allow you to get blocked, because trust me, I know Leica's not going to just block someone or allow someone to be blocked without arguing with the mod. So I just have a feeling you did something that they didn't like, and you got to learn from that, bro. You know, the same mods are in a lot of the same rooms, so the fact that you're not blocked in every single room is making me think this was the host deciding it. So just step back a little, bro. Just step back a little. I mean, not everyone is liked in every single room as much as others. I mean, everyone thinks I'm a mod in every room, and then I go to Leica's room or Junibel's room or some of these other channels, and they're like, oh, wait, you're not blue anymore? I was never a mod. I mean, and I tell people straight out, do not mod me. Because I consider myself a rogue mod. I'm not going to listen to the channel owner to a point. To a point. And my whole attitude is, if the way I mod is not acceptable for the chat owner, unmod me. I'm not going to be upset. It's truck, that's all. It's truck. Oh, the truck. No, yeah, it's a truck with eyes. It was some creepy eyes, though. Why you put that on your truck? That creepy. Creepy eyes. I mean, I've noticed you in many other rooms. I just took a quick look, and I saw, was it Clarissa? Clarissa was streaming. You were in the room. You said you were going to sleep, I think. I mean, there's a lot of Filipinas. There's a lot of rooms. Just, like I said, pay attention to what you do that triggers them, and take a step back, man. That's it. Now, obviously, you know, I'm driving. I might get a couple people in the room. I'm not ignoring you. I am physically driving, so I do have the phone higher on the dashboard, so I might be able to see chat once in a while. Okay, unless I get to a red light. Is not that be enough? See, here's the thing, Daniel. And again, just my personal opinion. If I understand what you're saying, super chats does not guarantee anything in some channels. Because again, the host runs their channel in a different way. I mean, I've seen rooms that as soon as you start talking, they make you a mod. I've seen rooms where as soon as you start donating, they make you a mod. I mean, everyone's going to do their own little thing in their channels. But what I recommend is always, if you're comfortable with a channel, because there's channels I'm not comfortable with. I don't go to them all the time, if at all. If you're comfortable with a channel, chat with the host, chat with other people in the room, just chill. You know, you don't have to donate. If you could donate, it's appreciated, obviously. Normally, I just stick to, song requests when I have, a few bucks that I think I could spare. I can't. And, once in a while, depending on who it is and the situation, I might, do, PayPal or Gcash or some other method, because, again, we all know YouTube pays once a month. They take 30% of the super chats, that kind of thing. But when it comes to something like I want to treat them to food or whatever, I don't do that through a super chat. I'll do it through, PayPal, Gcash. Buy me a coffee is not bad, but that does take sometimes a week for them to access it, But, some people feel, oh, I'm a member, I donate, I can disrespect, I can do whatever I want. It shouldn't be that way. Some rooms allow it. I'm not going to say they don't. But just keep in mind, even though that might work in some rooms, it's not going to work in every room, Donating does not guarantee you a place in the community. And some channels don't even focus on community. The ones that do tend to grow a community organically, or that's their focus, they're a little tighter group. They're not going to tolerate a lot. Ooh, Popo, what's going on? But you've been around for a long time, Daniel. You're in a lot of rooms. For the most part, you don't cause problems. But, there are some habits that I've seen from you that some hosts and some mods don't care for. And like I said, just learn what those things are and try to, work your way around it. I know some mods, even myself, we are extreme, I guess is the nicest way I can say it. But just learn from it, dude. Just chill. I mean, that's the best thing I can tell you, man. Just go to the rooms and chill, have fun. Don't get into all that. I love you, you're my girlfriend kind of thing, because you do that in a few rooms. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. And some people don't like it, even as a joke. Some rooms don't like it, man. I'm just saying. And if you're truly out there looking for love and all that stuff, don't give it out there freely, man. Don't give it out there freely. That stuff that takes time, that stuff that needs to grow. Don't be one of those guys that every single room, after 2 seconds, they're all, I love you, marry me, do all this. I mean, those guys, they never last in a room. You've been around long enough. You've seen it yourself. Just take a step back a little bit and just chat, man. Just chat, enjoy the room, enjoy the company, the scenery when they're out and about. All right, man, take it easy. I still have 40-minute drive. Oh, shoot, I should be eating my breakfast. My quickie sandwich. Speed limit change, homies. You need to slow your ass down. Go around. Don't worry about me driving slower than you because I'm driving the speed limit, you dumbasses. Go around. Ooh, red moon. That's a full moon too. Wow. That's a full red moon. A few days before Friday the 13th. Wow. GPS is taking me a different way. That's why I keep messing up my directions. It's alright. I got plenty of time. Turn up this heat. Cold. It's chilly time. It's chilly willy time. I don't know, man. All this traffic is horrid. Horrid, I tell you. This is the beautiful part about not being actually in the city. But yeah, I'm glad I did the stream. If anything, I learned about that chat feature. So YouTube basically has translation built in now for the host. Some ain't gonna like it, but I think it's an amazing feature. So now it's more of the foreigners just need to understand spoken English because the hosts are probably not even going to realize it. They're going to think someone's typing in English, they're going to reply in English, and these guys are not going to understand it for no word. Which is still normal, because they're not typing in English anyway. Normally they wouldn't get a response at all. It seems kind of one-sided. Now, I wouldn't be surprised, because I believe they have it for replay, setting up some type of translation, but it's horrible right now. It is Lake County. Very good. I'm pretty sure I'm still in Lake County. Yeah. Yeah. I think by the time I get to the office, I'll be in Cook County, but yeah, we're currently in Lake County, Libertyville area. Yeah. Very good. I didn't even realize where I'm at. I normally just drive through. But yeah, very possible. So, I turned on Butterfield. And, I'm born and raised in Chicago and stuff. I drive, but I'm more of a point A to B. I normally don't pay attention to all the neighborhoods and what I'm driving through. Sometimes I'm not even paying attention to where I'm going, other than the actual building. So I'm trying to think right out the top of my head where I'm actually going. Not this. Is it Des Plaines? I can't even remember. But I'm heading into one of the offices that we do tech support for. We normally, after COVID, we don't go to the office every day anymore. But we normally send a technician to some of the larger offices once a week. That way we still have a physical presence at the office. So today is my day to go to this particular office. Mount Prospect, I think. Like I said, I drive through the areas. I don't really pay attention to them. But yeah, I think I'm heading to Mount Prospect. And I mean, traffic's very light, so I'm happy. Even though it's cold, road conditions are not crazy. So I mean, we ain't currently got all the snow and the sleet and the ice and all that. So not bad so far. Now the full moon, and I think they would refer to it as the blood moon because it was like all red looking. That was trippy. Oh wait, that wasn't even the moon, was it? That's the sun. I think I need more coffee. Maybe it was the moon. The moon was going down, the sun's coming up. No, it was the sun. Why did I think it was the moon? I don't know. I think the sun is just rising. car's too warm for the hat now. Adjust this heat. Oh, not too bad. Still got 30 minutes. I'm not going to be that early. Tuesday morning. La 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 la. Ugh. Try to remember the things I'm supposed to be doing. I know someone had mentioned relabeling a computer because I guess their label with the computer name fell off. Can't remember who it was. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them doggies rolling. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Ooh. Yeah, it was definitely the moon, I think, because I just spotted the sun and that hurt. There was no way I was staring at the sun earlier. I'll find out in the replay. Probably even get a screenshot of it and post it. I normally don't notice a full blood moon. I believe that's what it's called. Turning. Keep them turns a turning. Blah blah. So we are closer and closer. So I got to decide. Am I going to use this channel? Am I going to use my other channel? I think... I have no clue. I mean, me going to the Philippines is more personal, not tech related. So it would make sense to do it on this channel. I'm going on vacation soon, so I'm going back to the Philippines. It would make sense to do it on this channel, because this is my personal channel. But at the same time, you know, it might help grow my tech channel. And I'm going to do a few things, probably tech related. So do I divide it? You know, if I'm doing something personal on my vacation, do this channel. If I'm doing something tech related, do it on the other channel. I don't know. I think as far as the Philippines, all my current live streams / video shorts or whatever are mostly on the tech channel. And I am getting very close to that 1,000 subs. Not that I have any watch hours, really, because I really haven't been doing too much for a very long time. see in the near future being able to do too much with the channel. But, you know, I still want to do a few, probably a few videos or whatever about the Starlink. I am taking some network equipment to the Philippines. I am hoping that they actually use it and they set it up somewhat. We'll see. We will see. But I like my unified gear. I like using unified. Wish I could get my hands on some stuff. I was thinking about getting the new router, the new travel router, but they sold out. Then I had no money. Then they got a few in stock and I still had no money, so no travel router. I do have other travel routers. I was just playing with them. Really never took them with me or used them. Which reminds me, I have to cancel some subscriptions of the stuff that I was playing with and testing before I get billed again. I lost track of this one company. It was this one company, I think in the UK, that came out with a router that's supposed to have multiple SIM cards, all this stuff, does bonding, does all this stuff that sounded amazing, especially for streamers and traveling. It was a full-size router though. I mean, it wasn't something tiny. And you know, they would ship it to you, you pay monthly, you had internet. I lost track of it. Would have been nice if they were expanded already in the US and other countries, because it would have been real nice to take that out to the Philippines and test it. Now don't get me wrong, I like the Starlink. I think the Starlink is great. Packages could probably be better, and hopefully they stop messing with the packages, because you know, once you buy the Starlink you're kind of stuck. Either it's on or it's not, or you got to pay something goofy like I'm doing right now. But I mean, it has to be outside, obviously, because you know, it's talking to satellites. If you ain't have a way of mounting it outside because you're in an apartment building or something like that, then, you know, what I need is some way of mounting it because I can always get the that small edition router or whatever it's called, wirelessly extend it into the house. But when you're dealing with the Philippines and hollow block and rebar and all that stuff, that becomes challenging. But we will see. How far do I gotta go? I still gotta go a bit before my next turn. But I gotta get all my gear together. I gotta see, because I left some stuff in the Philippines too, some network equipment in the Philippines that is no longer operational because they had to do some repairs in the building, and they ended up removing the fiber optic cable that went into the apartment for my internet. Yeah. We'll see how it all goes. We will see how it all goes. So, yeah. I'll probably just do most of it on my tech channel. A few things on this channel. But I'm up to like, what? 3 birthdays. A wedding reception and a wedding. And I'm only going to be in the Philippines like 3 weeks. So it's going to be busy. And because these cars are going to be bugging me, I'm going to try to get over them. And of course, they're not going to let me. That's weird lights. I don't see his tail lights. All I see is a bar. That's it for the coffee. Forgot to bring a trash bag for the car. I threw out the trash I had. Forgot to put in the bag. But yeah, I'm gonna need to start prepping and finding out what I'm taking, order whatever I need to order. Because I mean, I have a little bit of chocolate to take with me. I think I probably have to order some chocolate, but I gotta watch the budget very closely. Because hard times, hard times. Seems like things are just getting way outrageous here. Electric bill for a short time was double. Now it seems to have backed off. Still feels, I'm gonna have to check the history, still feels high for this time of the year. Could have sworn my electric was way lower before. But it is getting rough. It is way overdue for me to focus on really stabilizing the financials had multiple chances and I kept screwing up. Alright, this GPS is taking me a different way, but I just feel like I want to turn here. I got time. It just feels more normal and comfortable to me. GPS can readjust. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. I just wanted to test some stuff out and figure out what that button was about or what that whole translation was about. So I did. I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. Focus on my driving. Laters.